ideas we're pursuing right now is how do you help teachers use videos for a variety of tasks that they have to do in a class. And one of the interesting focus points for us, can they use video also in working with students? And we actually see a lot of teachers on their own doing that and bringing that technology in the classroom, for example, for the observation purposes or for instruction coach, and introduces it into the conversation with students. You know, the teacher can say, this is a robot, it's capturing video, it's going to help me figure out what to do in the classroom next time. And then the students look and says, like, I'd like to try to use it. And so we're seeing, for example, teachers are now using it for student presentations where each student get to go in front of the camera, record, and then the teacher shows them, this is what you look like, this is how you present, this is how you can get better. And so they become coaches in a way with their students, which is of course an obvious thing, their teacher, but they're now using the video, they're seeing the impact that it can have on the students, and then they realize what impact it can have on them as well.
You know, one of the things that makes me think of is I keep thinking that the students are an untapped resource for improvement in the classroom. And that if we were to use video of the class and share the video with the kids and talk about what's working here and what's not working here, maybe you could have them write about it, maybe they could have a discussion about what the classroom should look like. Let's say you're exploring engagement. You want the class to be authentically engaging for the kids. You want them to want to come to class, to feel safe. And you could just show, especially if you're able to bookmark where you are, you could just show excerpts of the class and say, let's talk about how we're doing. Have a thing like once every 6 weeks where you're discussing the progress, or maybe even more frequently.
Interesting, some anecdotal, interesting things that teachers are doing themselves. So we've seen where teachers are actually having students that they believe have a much better project than others, or they want to demonstrate certain things about the project. They were recorded, and as you pointed out, they would bring it into the class, they'll bring the recording, and they will have a group discussion around, here's the part of the project, and here's what they struggled around, or here's how they solved a particular problem. I am, English is not my native language. I've learned it when I came to the country.
You're much better than my Ukraine, though.
Okay, if you're Ukrainian, we'll have to work on that.
Right.
But English second language learners all over the world are seeing how you speak and seeing how you present is a powerful tool. And so we're seeing a lot of schools using video to help both language, but also we recently worked with some of the teachers who are teaching deaf students. And so it's a lot around language, it's a lot around the communication, and video helps you improve that communication.
A friend of mine is Russ Quaglia, wrote a book called Student Voice. And he says when kids have a voice, and I think the Swivl has the potential to do that. I mean, it's usually used in lots of other ways, but it has the potential to involve kids in what's happening. He said their achievement goes up 7 times.
Wow.
And so, to me, if we could use kids as not coaches, but as partners in the whole process of constructing the class, I think it's pretty powerful.